So hello everybody, I welcome you on our FeliTalk live stream number 3. As I promised, today our live stream is from city center of Lviv. I can even show you. It is our main square. It's called Kravoye Lipy. It's very famous for students to study, for tourists especially, because it's very cozy to stay in. So I'm kindly ask you to write some comments down below we have here, and I'm gonna just answer your questions, because every time we have Q&A session, and I hope our live stream for today will be great, because this is the first time I'm not in my home, I'm not in my office, and I think that it would be very convenient for us to talk something about Ukraine, because usually I tell you a lot of things about Ukraine, about my city, about my hometown, about my motherland. So you can ask me different questions about me. Just 1 second, because I have to check our comments, because I kindly ask you, I kindly ask you just to type something in our chat box, because today I'm filming everything from my phone, and I'm not used to doing something on my phone. So just type something like hello for me to see something, because right now I unfortunately cannot see any other comments, maybe because there are no of them. So just tell me. So in Lviv, typical weather is kind of boiling hot one, and people try to survive in any other way they can. So especially people just order some drinks. I think it's not alcohol drinks, but some water, different cocktails from juices, and etc. etc. In Lviv, we have a great, I think it's like exclusive drink. It's called Vyshnivka. It's an alcohol drink. It's made from cherry, and it's very sweet. A lot of tourists from different parts of our world, etc., maybe even from other cities from Ukraine, are just fond of our Vyshnivka, and it's just great. As a meeting, I've tried it, but I am not into alcohol. But we do not talk about alcohol. It's our chat box about. Let's talk about Lviv, because we in Lviv is a stunning city. Excuse me. Yeah, usually city looks like that. I can show you. It's my friend Polina. Yeah, she's a typical girl from Lviv. You can see by her outfit. Yes, girls in Ukraine. By the way, interesting fact: the most beautiful girls are from Ukraine. That's fact. That's a real fact. And my friend is laughing, but that's a real true fact. Because in Lviv, especially, girls are very into fashion, into looking good, into new trends. So that's true. That's a true fact. And I promise that if I'd had a chance, maybe for our live stream number 4, I'll show you some girls from Ukraine, especially from Lviv. We're gonna have an interview. By the way, I think interview would be kind of convenient for our channel, because as our students are from another countries, I'm not from Europe, I think you'd be very interested in having some kind of conversation with girls from Lviv, especially because Lviv is not a capital of Ukraine, because it's Kyiv. Kyiv is the capital of Ukraine, but Lviv is the capital of cultural awareness, I think, of Ukraine. So I think everyone who wants to visit Lviv. Oh, by the way, I hear in the background a girl. Yeah, a girl is singing our traditional song. It's called Червона ruta, red root. Yes, the girls are singing very, very beautiful. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but especially when like a full kind of war started in Ukraine. Um, I think cultural awareness of Ukrainian language, of our own culture, is very important right now, and it improved itself. And a lot of songs, a lot of different artists are right now here, and I think right now Ukrainians are doing a great step into fighting evil. Um, First of all, it's culture, because people in Ukraine are amazing. They are into our culture, because Ukraine, believe me, in Ukraine there is the best culture you've ever seen. Because Europe, like Paris, Milan, yes, yes, I cannot fight with it, but in Ukraine, people are feeling very warm heart about culture. Yes, I think you hear it. I think you hear it. Ah, yeah, my friends tell me that there is something somewhere there. Yes, in the restaurant. Yeah, we had a chat. So, yeah, right now I'm in the city center of Lviv. I promised you to have some kind of, not excursion, but a live stream from our city center. So just tell me, what would you like to know from Ukraine about Lviv? And maybe you want to ask my friend, because she's sitting right next to me. Because I'm from Lviv and she's from Kyiv. So if you have some different kinds of questions, you can chat with us. Because I think it's kind of special day. Because in Ukraine, in Lviv, today it's boiling hot weather, and it's not very convenient for us to walk around the city, because we have 29 degrees up zero, and it's centigrade. We have centigrades in Ukraine, so 29 is not like Fahrenheit, it's centigrades. And sometimes in Ukraine, you literally want to die when you have about 27 degrees centigrades. It's not like from like in America or any other countries, because our humidity level is kind of higher than in other countries. Yes. Yeah, I like to write something, because sometimes, yes, I can see everything right now, because I can tell you a lot of things about you. But what are you interested in? Because I see we have 7 people are watching right now. So just write something, and we're gonna answer everything. Because right now we're in our one of the most popular Asian restaurants. It's called Noa. We had great dessert and pad thai. Yeah, tell me, this is pad thai popular in your country? We had beautiful flowers. We had very, very great and fulfilled cup of water with lemon. Yes, cup. Yeah, refreshing. It was great. Um, a lot of people are here. Just let me show you that. Yeah, it's our. Yeah, you can see Polina here. Yes, it's typical square for Lviv, but it's very popular. Yeah, sorry for my fingers in our camera. Oh, excuse me. Yes, because it's not notebook, so it's not very comfortable for me. Yeah, just write me something, please, because I absolutely have no ideas, because the weather is so boiling hot, and my brain does not work as good as I'd like it to work, actually. Yes. Polina, what we can tell to our viewers? What we can tell our viewers about
Kyiv.
about Kyiv? What would you like to know about Kyiv? Hmm.
Like,
About
tell
you,
you?
underground.
It's actually, I don't know, do you hear me or not? Because you're in AirPods or something.
You have to hear Polina, I guess.
Yeah, I hope you hear. So it's really hard to like answer the questions when some foreigners or people ask you about your single country.
Yes.
You're like, just I will tell usual stereotypes like food, beautiful women, what else, like national dress, etc. But actually, the answer for this question it lies really deeply. So and for this you need really to visit the country to feel it, because otherwise it would be hard to understand from the words like how it is exactly. For example, in Kiev, for me, it's hard to live because I've been there for my 18 years of life, and last year I moved to Lviv for study, and it was Lviv for me it's kind of a relief from Kiev, because Kiev is really huge city. It has a lot of neighborhoods living with maybe it's popular architecture style was built in Soviet Union.
Excuse me?
Yeah, Soviet Union. It's called Khrushchevki, or just maybe some guys like Brezhnev also built.
Guys like Brezhnev, yes. It's a kind of famous political faces in Ukraine, while Soviet Union, we had, first of all, we have no, not Brezhnev, but Khrushchev. After Stalin's death, we had Khrushchev, then Brezhnev, then that guy with spot on his head.
I forgot his name. But anyway, we are not in the Soviet Union anymore, so let's talk about our, our days right now. So anyway, for me, Kiev is really huge and busy city. It's everything in action. So you always work. You always rushing somewhere to do something. And I feel always pressed by the city. I'm
under pressure.
I'm small here, and I need always to be in rush to achieve something, and that's for me a bit hard, because when I move to Lviv, it's slow city to be satisfied in the moment, to see all this architecture and be just calm, just be yourself and be inspired by all the things and be happy. Yeah, so that's for me Lviv more comfortable city, but I've met some
Viviane.
They told me that they love Kiev more, and that's probably because they need this rush in their life. So actually, if you want to achieve something and to build business, etc., just to go to Kiev and try to do something important in your job.
And what would you like to tell us about your moving to Lviv? Comparing Lviv and Kiev, pluses and minuses. Pluses and cons.
Well, obviously, pluses for me, it's more quiet and inspirational city for me, because I really adore this architecture from, if I'm not mistaken, 19th century, right?
Lviv?
Yeah.
It's kind of 19th century. Kind of, because you know that our Ratusha is kind of main building in Lviv, where our government is, and etc. etc. I even told you. I've told you that before our main Ratusha was here, we had old wooden Ratusha, and it was under the fire because we had kind of war, I guess. Kind of war, because Lviv is a multicultural city, because we had war with Poland, Hungary, Romania, USSR. We had war with everybody else you can imagine in our world, and we had wood, and it was like that for us, because we had this new Ratusha is a place for government and a great restaurant. By the way, it's fun fact. If you someday visit Lviv, please Google Grand Cafe. It's a great restaurant. It is situated in Ratusha. Desserts it's so delicious. It's so yummy. Oh, the dog is barking. But and our culture in Lviv especially, it's very multicultural, because you can see Ratusha in one style. So our Lviv's opera and ballet theater, it's with baroque style, but in Lviv it's kind of eclectic, so it's mixed styles. And I've been in Kyiv also, and I cannot say that I didn't like it, but I was so not comfortable in there.
Yeah, Kyiv also has like a lot of historical buildings, also from 19th century, and they also have like we have our own style of Morocco, and it's called Ukrainian Morocco. It's
Wow.
like a bit even different from European Morocco. If you're interested, you can read about Morocco in Europe and why it differs in Ukraine from general European. So anyway, it has some differences. And still, like if you go out of the center, like a bit more further, you will see all these huge like neighborhoods with all buildings which were built in the USSR, or they are modern, but they are built actually with principle like a box with a lot of flats, and that's for me not like satisfying, not beautiful, because I don't know, I like this idea when I know hundreds of families, people, they live in their one huge house.
It is old houses like USSR period, yes?
Not always. It's right now they build new houses like this, and it looks like actually a huge box.
A box with windows.
Yes. Sometimes you try to paint it in bright colors, but it doesn't help at all because it looks awful. And I hope that in future we have a lot of talented architects. They will deal with this, especially with Kyiv or really cities which were the most affected by the USSR. So yeah, and Lviv, I see here also there's some buildings, but it's more for me relief and relieving from Kyiv because it's more like historical and a lot of historical buildings they remained here, and you can actually feel like you are, I don't know, in the middle century Europe, somewhere there, maybe a bit further. But anyway, so it's kind of interesting. What about minuses for me? I don't know actually, maybe because you don't have a subway here.
Yes, but we have trams. Trams is like top one, the best one. Trams is my love actually.
So hot. Also, in here we don't have like conditioners. If I'm not mistaken, air conditioner. I remembered. Yeah. We also usually don't have air conditioning in our transport except the subway because it's always more or less.
It's underground, so
it's quite okay temperature. But anyway, it's really boiling hot. It's like in the city, if you don't have air conditioning in trams, etc. Because in here you can just go underground and it's wow, cool weather.
yes.
Yeah, and something like this. It's hard for me to find some answers because I'm still really affected by this joy of Lviv. I can tell you more minuses as a native liver of Kyiv. Yeah, but for now I need more time living in Lviv to find like really major minuses. Yeah.
I also cannot tell you some minuses of Lviv actually, but first of all, our roads. In Kyiv, roads are wide, huge. In Lviv, they're small and narrow, and like traffic jams for Lviv. Like Lviv, it's the same as traffic jam. At time in the morning, especially, it's about from 8 a.m. till 9:30 p.m. Lviv is just one big traffic jam. You cannot move around the city. Sometimes when I was going to school, traffic jams were so huge that it was better for me to go on foot than by car, and it was faster.
Yeah.
And that is the big minus, especially when the second minus is when you live in Lviv and can you speak Japanese. I think none of us can speak Japanese, so
yeah, but I really want to learn it. It's my dream because right now I really don't have time because I need to learn German next year in university. So I never want after finishing university to start learning Japanese. That's my dream. Because why I decided to study this language because recently I've started watching anime, and I really fell in love with this genre. Like, that's for me a whole new
world.
Art.
A whole new world.
It's actually it doesn't seem for me like movies, usual cartoons. It's something really different, and I'm so in love with this genre, and I really want to understand anime in original. So that's my aim and reason why I want to learn Japanese.
But it's cool. Like none of us knows Japanese. It's like
It's really
Interesting.
rare, yeah, in Ukraine that someone speaks
Japanese. That's cool.
It's so nice.
And I think you can earn a lot of money by that.
Probably,
Like a Japanese translator.
yeah, or just like a voice dubber for any magazine.
Yeah, by the way.
Yeah. Those are cool.
Please, type if you have some great opportunities to learn Japanese. We're gonna send Polina. I swear. And we're
I
gonna
will be
send.
very happy.
Maybe somebody of you knows English and want to tutor Polina. She's very nice, by the way, because you see only my face. I feel bad for this.
That's me.
Yeah,
me
that's
studying
Polina.
here.
Just look,
Yeah.
by the way, how beautiful she is.
Thank you.
She's she is beautiful. She is stunning. It's a typical, yeah, yes. By the way, she looks by influence of Lviv, because in Lviv people look like that.
Oh my god, it's so, I feel so, I don't know.
Please,
I can't explain.
please.
Please, yeah.
And people in Lviv are very into compliments. So if you want to hear some compliments, welcome.
Oh, it's also one plus of Lviv because in Kiev, people are more like, I don't know, cold. They're like cold fish.
Be self-centered and
No.
reserved.
Yeah, reserved, but not self-centered, I guess. Just say cold fish like without
Stone face.
Yeah, like this. And in Lviv, people are very like polite. They always
Yeah,
tell something.
they tell sorry like British. Like British. Sorry, excuse me, sorry.
Yeah, always. And they always say like thank you, etc. They're so sweet. And in Kiev, people are just really have like more mentality of the post-Soviet countries. And in Lviv, it feels like less than in Kiev or I don't know, maybe east of Ukraine or south. Yeah. So it's kind of also for me was plus. But then when I lived more time, I realized that people are sweet at the like first meetings, but then they can sing
Passive
something.
aggressive.
Yeah, but then they can sing something really bad about you under your back, behind your back. Yeah, so it's actually also the thing because if people they usually of course they can gossip about you because we are all people, we all gossip. It's normal.
That's all.
It's okay. That's what makes us humans.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, but here people they are more like forward, like so they can say exactly to your face.
Straightforward, even bad
Yeah, they can
things.
say like, I don't like it.
Go away.
Go away. Yeah. Something like this. And if they are more like, oh no, sweet, I like you, but
Schizocotic. Yeah, schizocotic is like kitty kitten, my sweetheart. Yeah, actually, Lviv is divided into two groups of people. The first part is like Polina said, they seem to be very like romantic, romanticizing everything. Oh my god, I love you so much. You're so stunning. But in real life, they can hate you, or not hate you, but they're not as pleasant, But another half of people is not kind of Soviet Union. They do not have that straight face, like stony face. They show everything they feel. If, for example, I think I consider myself into that next group because if I don't like something at the first sight, I'm still like, no, I don't like it. Please go away. Like you can read everything, by my eyes because I'm another type of people, and I think that type of next type, like second type of people, are like Halichane. In Lviv, Lviv is a part of Halichina. It's like a part of western part of Ukraine.
It's like ethnic.
Because Halichina, it's also kind of like Volyn. Like Lutsk is Volyn. Lviv is Halichina, and Ivano-Frankivsk is also Halichina.
Yeah, and Uzhhorod is
yes, so it's like it's not ethnic.
Yeah, but also they live their ethnic groups of different Ukrainians. I guess foreigner degrees it would be like blow.
Yes, it's a part of western part.
And they're like, what?
It's hard, but it's interesting, and especially Halichane, people who live in Halichina and are more related to Halichina are like straightforward. If I don't like you, I'll tell you. My first words when I meet you will say, I don't like you, please go away. and that's kind of, sometimes it feels bad and you can be offended, but people are sincere. And it's better than to be like selfish and to be like toxic people, because people around the world are great, but I think Lviv is the main spot of toxic people, especially because Kiev is more busy for me. People have their own goals, work, like houses, to do some chores, and Lviv is, for showing off. But what I told you, that all girls are in Lviv are just amazing because we like showing off. A girl, like, I think, rarely will go out with not washed hair or without makeup. Maybe just to go for bread, but not. I think she'll go for bread also with a hairstyle, makeup. Because Polina is like also trying to be Halichanka.
Yeah, but in Kiev it also feels like this.
Mhm.
It's like mentality of a lot of, I guess, Ukrainians and probably post-Soviet countries.
Maybe, yeah.
Just, I don't know why, probably we have some reasons for this, but we also just really, maybe because everyone, like the whole century, everyone told us that the first thing that we should do is to marry a good man.
Yes.
Probably that's why we get to look always good, always like this.
To find a husband.
Yeah. But now it's like a modern, like century, 21st century, so we try to like evolve into the self-love energy. Like,
Yes.
not just for husband, like woman, something.
Women's rights.
But just for us themselves, because we love ourselves, and sometimes we don't need even to do a lot of makeups for this. We are beautiful as we are, and
You're beautiful. It's true. Yes, we are all beautiful, but in Lviv, especially in Ukraine in general, girls are like, they're beautiful, they're stunning. I think most of us, of course, sometimes you can see people toxic, but girls are stunning in Lviv, and they're very courageous, I guess, because we are ready for everything. We are very determined. If we have a goal, we will achieve it faster than men, by the way, because in Ukraine men are like more, I don't know, into the flow, but girls in Ukraine, especially Halichanki, spicy woman, we had a poem, okay, the family, and there was a main hero called Motra. Yes, Motra, and she was a girl with spice or pepper in heart, and Halichanki is girls with pepper in heart or pepper heart. I don't know how to translate it into English.
just say spicy.
Spicy heart. Their character is just like like Italians. Yes, yes. Ragazzi Italiano. I know a little bit Italian. Yeah, right now, me and my friend Polina, I want to show her again. Hello,
Oh my god, so much attention today.
yes, we are in the city center of Lviv, because I actually plan to have an excursion from our Lviv city, about my Lviv, but today the weather is boiling hot and it's very hard for me to speak, especially when you go under that sun, you want literally to die. So today, we're situated in very great square. It's called Krivoye Lipy. And we had a great conversation with you. We had an interview with my dearest friend Polina. I just show you. As I see, our time runs up, and I'm very grateful for this live stream. Just write me down in the comments if you want to know something more about beef, maybe just to show you something, and we're gonna figure it out because we are Halichanka. I guess Polina is also Halichanka right now. Right now, she's gonna be a Halichanka. Yes, so thank you for our live stream number 3, and let's make till the end of the year 10 FeliTalk live streams. I don't know why, but let's do it. I think it's gonna be fun. So thank you.
Thank you. thank you for the opportunity, Vika, and you guys that you listen. That's really valuable. So, someone, it's written a question. What kind of
Language do you speak?
Me, exactly. I speak Ukrainian, Russian, English. Now I'm learning German. Also, I studied Latin in the
Wow.
university, and I want to learn Japanese. Oh my god, it's like huge variety, but actually, that's interesting.
Yeah, from my side, I speak also Ukrainian, English, Russian, Polish, a little bit of Italian. So, thank you very much. I kindly ask you to write something in our comments, and I hope that our next live stream will be around our city. So, thank you, goodbye. Yes.